everybody. No peace. Alright, I'm going to start off from the beginning with you guys. I'm half white and I'm half Asian. I used to be full white, but I had this procedure done called orientation. And then shortly after I said that joke for the first time, my elbow slapped me. And I got disoriented. And that's how I'm here, half white and half Asian. All you beautiful people. Yeah, I found out that I was half white and half Asian through a DNA test. It said I was 50% Vietnamese, about 47% European, and about 3% microplastic. I don't even know what that is. It's like a tribe in Africa or something. I don't know. Yeah, no, I always knew that I was half Vietnamese because growing up I had that dog in me. Hell yeah. And I always knew that I was half white because I dropped out of college. And my parents were still proud of me. We got any parents in the house tonight? Oh yeah. It must be tough being a parent these days. When I was a kid, you had to check our laptops to make sure we weren't secretly watching porn. Now you gotta check a kid's laptop to make sure they're not secretly writing a manifesto. You gotta make sure little Liam's not ordering a grenade launcher off the dark web. Some idiot on 4chan told him, alright, we're doing good. Oh yeah, guys. Yeah, I am half white and I'm half Asian. It kind of sucks though because it's like the bottom half that's Asian. That's not true. They call me the Asian P. Davidson, alright? I have a normal sized penis, just a really tiny body, alright? Don't ask me to prove it. You know, being half white and half Asian is like being in an interracial relationship, but with myself. Yeah, one half of me is a standard issue white guy, and the other half is an old Vietnamese woman. Sometimes I wake up thinking about soup. Coriander. Things like that, yeah. No, being half white and half Asian is awesome, you know. I have the mind of Batman, but the body of Robin. It's fantastic. You guys having a good time tonight? It's the darkest timeline. I think we live in the worst timeline. Like, has anyone here tried to call Amazon customer service? I literally hung up and called the suicide hotline. I will kill myself. I don't. That's how you know the apocalypse is starting. You'll just see my tiny body dangling from a ceiling. Oh, it's a little too dark for you guys? It's a little too dark? Anyways, alright, I'll switch off a minute. Alright, fine, we'll move on. I'm single. You gotta put it twice. I don't think you guys understand how terrible it is out there. Like, this is my height in real life, okay? And this is my height on Tinder. I just met this one lady off of Tinder and she ended up being married. She said she was ethically non-monogamous. I was like, oh, so you're annoying and a slut? Ethically non-monogamous? You mean you're getting laid and you're in a committed relationship? Why don't you leave me alone while I'm filling out both of those things? I'm ethically non-monogamous. I sleep with a lot of black women. In my dreams. I'm not an astrophysicist, but I am familiar with black holes. I'm not an astrophysicist, I'm an astrophysicist. All right. I'm just kidding. I don't get laid. This is why I'm here. I'm so desperate even my cum sticks to women for too long. After a while it becomes an issue of consent. She's like, I don't want this on me any longer. Hell yeah. I do a bunch of shows all across the state. Hopefully soon all across the country. Hell yeah. I just did a show in Centralia. Are you guys familiar with Centralia? Are you guys from Centralia? Yeah. I saw this, it's a cool area. I saw this sign that said, rural but not racist. I was like, if you gotta put it on a sign. That's like a priest putting up a sign, Catholic but not a pedophile. You guys familiar with Seattle? You guys know Seattle? They're famous for throwing fish at Pike Place and Aurora Avenue. Aurora's a beautiful name if I had a daughter. Anyways, when I was 4, I was diagnosed with ADHD, which is the same thing as ADD except in high definition. I was prescribed a pill. It was the first pill I ever fell in love with. It was Ritalin. Yeah, we love Ritalin. And then the second pill I ever fell in love with was Percocet. Mask on, mask off. And now and the pill I'm in love with now the most is the Plan B pill. You don't want me getting you pregnant. You'll have 2 kids to support. In a different relationship. No, really, I saw a post online that said, be the person that you needed when you're younger, but I'm not ready to be a dad yet, so. That's the pipeline into comedy, not having a parental figure. Oh yeah, so I've been, new year, new me. You know, 2026, I've been into fetishizing WNBA players. There's just something about the idea of eating pussy standing up. You know, I think that's the end game for me, the WNBA players. The end game, that's what, you know what I mean? It'd be like fucking one of those avatars. That's why black movies exist, right? Everyone wants a fucking avatar. I like a woman with a wingspan, is what I'm trying to say. A woman that can hoist me up so I can dunk. That's what I want to do. Hell yeah. Anyways. I've been here in SeaTac for about 5 years, and I finally feel a part of the community. I caught someone trying to steal my car. But luckily for me, I knew that shit does not start. So I just watched some grown man try to get my car started, like, I was like, bro, if he gets this thing started, I'm gonna ask him for a ride to the dispensary. Tried to get there for about 3 days. Hell yeah. You guys are a great crowd. Hell yeah. Yeah, if you guys would have shown up like my parents did, maybe I wouldn't have been here. So I'm down. No, I'm just kidding with y'all. Alright, is that it, Tony? One more joke? One more joke. I'll read you guys one more joke, alright? Hell yeah. You guys having a good time? Alright. You guys pumped for GTA 6? It's fucking, I heard it's going to be so realistic that if you make a black character, you're going to start off with 2 stars. And if you make a white character, you're going to start off with 2 misdemeanors that should have been a felony. And if you make an Asian character, you're going to start off with an apartment in Bellevue. With a Cybertruck that may or may not explode. Super Funny Comedy Club, you guys have been amazing.